After a few months of surviving the Dutch winter through cold and rain, we decided that we needed to take a little break. Our escape to Spain was super short, but it definitely recharged our batteries for 2024. We got to our Airbnb. Our flight was very early, so we barely got any sleep, and we're pretty tired, but we're not gonna sleep now because we only have 2 days in Barcelona before we leave. We got ready. We're gonna go to the city by train because we're a bit south on the coast. First, we're gonna have breakfast, and then we'll see because we don't have any plans set in place. Being in Spain after Christmas in Poland was like a breath of fresh air. We switched out our puffer jackets for hoodies, and after just grabbing my camera, I was ready to explore. On that day, we took it slow and walked around a bit before getting coffee near the Sagrada Familia. For our first full day in Barcelona, I gathered a list of places that I wanted to visit and saved all of them to my Google Maps. This helps me plan out my routes for every day and makes me feel like I'm not missing out on anything, which might sound a bit crazy, but maybe you know what I mean. After arriving, I was immediately ready for my first coffee, which I got at Bar La Camila. That place did not disappoint. The coffee was exactly like I liked it, and the decor there was crazy. It's day 1.5 of Barcelona, because yesterday we were super tired and we didn't really do much. Today, that's Bas.
Hello.
So today we came to Barcelona at around 1. We had some metro troubles. Then I grabbed my coffee and we're going to the Sagrada Familia to get some souvenirs for Bas. We're gonna go to the Nude Project store and the 2J store. Then we're gonna go down La Rambla, I think to the beach, but I also really wanna have tapas. We got recommended a place for tapas, so we'll see where that is and maybe we're gonna go.
And I'm back. Come on.
Once again, we headed to the Sagrada Familia, this time to buy some souvenirs and postcards, but we also ended up just spending a lot of time in the park, chilling in the sun.
If I remember correctly, I could be wrong about this. I think it was that the Sagrada Familia was like started to be built in 1820 something.
It's actually 1882,
Oh,
but
okay.
close enough.
1882. Gaudi ended up dying by getting run over by a bus. After he got hit by the bus, people left him in the street for a while before somebody discovered that it was Gaudi, because he used to dress really homeless. He always thought that he put beauty into his work, not onto himself, so he never really dressed nicely or anything like that. So people thought he was homeless and just another dead person in the street and ignored him for a while before somebody discovered that it was Gaudi, and that's the reason that he died, because he wasn't discovered immediately and nobody came to his rescue.
Shout my cousin, shout my brother, shout my side, shout my lover, shout my cousin, shout my grandma, shout my mother, shout my father.
If you know me, you know that I wouldn't leave Barcelona without visiting the stores of some of my favorite Spanish brands. I was already overpacked, so I couldn't buy much, but I still managed to get myself a little souvenir. If you're into fashion, I definitely recommend visiting those stores, because you can get some inspiration not only from the clothes, but also from the store decor, the vibes, and the people who walk in. We finished shopping and made our way down through the Gothic Quarter, which is actually one of my favorite parts of Barcelona. We accidentally ran into a flea market before sitting down at a tapas place that was recommended to us earlier. We ended the day having drinks with some friends, nothing too crazy though, because we were all preparing for the last day of 2023. We made it to Madrid right in time for New Year's celebrations, and somehow we even got a table for dinner right in the city center, which was very lucky. Together with thousands of people, we celebrated New Year's on one of the main streets of the city. Joined by Adrian, we started off our last day in the city with a great breakfast at Lulu and Flynn. Our dishes seemed simple, but somehow each of them stood out in an interesting way, which I loved.
And a half times the height that it is.
1.5. So like,
Because they're all supposed to end in tips like that, something on the something on top.
yeah, I was
So
about to ask
that one is supposed to, like, you see the height that it is now?
After a stroll around the city, we ended up at the MOCO Museum. It's a cool place to see, but because the exhibitions inside don't change, there is no point in visiting it more than once. Hola. It was already my second time there, so I wasn't that impressed by the art, but it was nice to hear what my friends have to say about it. Finally, we made it to the beach. I was saying that I wanted to go for the entire trip and it never came to it, so we stayed there over sunset, which wasn't too impressive because of the clouds, but we still enjoyed some drinks and watching airplanes fly by. On that evening, we had our last dinner in Spain, which once again was tapas. I just finished writing my postcards. Most of them are just a message that I thought of in the moment, but on this one I drew little sketches of things that reminded me of Barcelona. It's not too many because we've only been here for like 3 days, but I wrote down all of the tapas places that we went to. I wrote down some stores and museums that we visited. I'll definitely miss the warm evenings, eating outside, the busyness and the colorful architecture of Barcelona.
Sí, buenos días. El día de hoy estamos aquí en la Plaza Mayor en Barcelona. Estamos en Barcelona, estamos en Madrid.
The more you know.
Well. What if?
What if?
Look, I found something for Gosia.
That looks kind of Dutch though, I'm not gonna lie.
The ditch?
The ditch.
I'm not sure.